Hello, Madden Nation. Welcome back for another exciting edition of This Week in Madden, show number 91, kicking off a new season of Madden NFL 25. Going to jump in with my co-host S. Gibbs right here and get some tips started. Got a lot of good ones coming up for you guys tonight. Taking your questions all night on using the hashtag TWIM91 on Twitter. Of course, authors of the official Madden NFL 25 strategy guide. And, of course, our content's available at MaddenTips.com. We have a special discount code for you tonight. If you pick it up, we got a code, and it's 20% off. Just use the code TWIM at checkout. So we'll get you guys that. Any other questions? We're hanging out here in the chat on Twitch, and we got some questions ready to lock and load for you. Let's jump into game. Gibbs, what do you got for us?
I got a exciting play. I'm going to show people out there how to score in the red zone. That's the most important thing I want to teach. That was a question that we had, one of our first questions that we had.
Yeah, let's take a look at that first mailbag question. I think Chief brought it on. Chief with a great intro video.
Coming from Chief's Fence on the forums, he asked the question, what are your favorite red zone scoring plays in Madden NFL 25? So thankfully, I have a nice play here for us.
Let's load it up on Xbox, and we got a nice play coming up.
And this is out of the single back doubles formation. That's the first and foremost thing you want to know about it. I'm not going to show you the play right now, but I'm going to show you what the result of this play is. And this is something that was brought to the attention last year from Problem, and you guys know that we brought Problem in. This is the type of stuff that you're going to find in our winners kits. I'll show you right here. There's something special that you need to do. To snap the ball, you're going to see I'm going to be able to get to Marshall, and I get that nice animation to Brandon Marshall, all 6'5", all 98 catching traffic of him. I'll show you that one more time. Here's again. Brandon Marshall goes up for it, and he's able to make a nice play on the ball. This is great inside the red zone, inside the 5, inside the 10-yard line. This is important. And the key here is, guys, it's something specific that you need to do. So take a look here. I'm going to run something different here, Falls. Snap the ball. I'm going to throw it to him.
And it is not going to work.
And it doesn't work. So the question is, what are we doing? And that's going to be in the winner's kit. For those of you that have purchased the winner's kit, it's going to be updated for you in the coming weeks.
Show me that catch one more time, and then
one more time.
I like that he goes about his highest point. He gets it. You're not clicking it on here.
I'm not clicking on.
You're just going on. And more often than not, Brandon Marshall's going to hang on to that.
Correct.
He's got elite ratings.
I will say this: that if you do press this to the line of scrimmage, it's not as easy to do because the press slows things down, slows the timing. But again, it's something that we're going to give it a tip. That's in the winner's kit, as you can see there. Didn't work that time. This is something that you get in the winner's kit, guys. So you want to check that out coming up. You can purchase the winner's kit tonight using the code TWIM. Saves you 20%.
All right, boys. Let's bring it back here. We got another mailbag question coming up next. Or Gibbs, you want to surprise us with a blitz? We'll get to that in a little bit. Let's take a look at our next mailbag question for right now, and then we'll jump into game. So this question here, Gibbs, who do we got?
Comes from, this is a new guy, I think, Lone Voix, something like that. I can't pronounce the name, but he says, what is a good way to defend the smash concepts, especially routes to the sideline?
So let's jump it back here on Xbox 360. We'll pick up plays. So obviously corner routes is one of the main ingredients to smash. Smash, it beat cover 2. And the big thing about a smash route is that it's going to really get to the sideline. It's going to beat man-to-man in this year's game. So any type of corner route we can use to kind of make our own smash concept. Now that you have the ability to hot route a smoke route on the outside, we can do that. So we'll find something here, and then we'll just show you guys man-to-man and how people are beating it. Are we going to have to drop a yellow zone? Or are we going to have to drop a purple zone? I'm going to come out in man-to-man, just your basic 2-man under, and show you how to check out the smash route. We'll back up the ball here. So, Gibbs, have you been beat with smash routes? Or have they been working for you on offense?
Yeah, the corner route is specifically what he was asking about. I know he said the smash concept, and that's what there's a difference. I want to make that clear. So a smash concept is running the corner with the underneath short hitch. There's the concept behind it, but the part that's giving people problems is that corner route. So you can see here I have Devin Hester.
And it's set up to beat cover 2 is what it does.
Correct. It'll beat man 2 on the corner, but as you can see here, he's going to get to that sideline. He gets behind that flat zone. So that's the problem that we run into when you're playing defense against this play. It beats a cover 2 zone. Can even beat a cover 3 zone if the hook doesn't stay with it. So show me the cover 3 this time here, Falls.
Jump on over to a cover 3 here.
And let me see the zone. So if that hook zone by the middle linebacker doesn't get over there in time, that corner route can still beat it. As you can see, the corner route beat the zone. The hook zone stayed in the middle of the field near the tight end, didn't go to the sideline with that corner. So one of the things I always like to say, guys, is the first thing you always do when you have a question on how to stop something is to put a hook zone in that immediate area. That's the first thing I would recommend. So take the safety here, and where's the route beating you? You're going to put a hook zone over in that area, and am I going to get the desired results? So let's see. And we get our lab experiments on that time. The corner route, the hook zone stayed away from it.
Yep, you drop back to the middle of the field.
So then the answer is no. That's not something that we're going to want to do in that situation. Now, if you go and you put a purple zone there this time, a buzz zone for me, Farles, and I think that the buzz zone does a little bit better of a job at playing that area. And as you can see, he broke to the inside, but he stayed that area. But what I'm going to tell you to do to stop something like this, I want you to do the following. Go to a cover 3 zone for me, Farles.
Okay. I would argue that cover 3 would be successful because you wouldn't have thrown that. Yes, it didn't stop it, but you wouldn't have thrown that at the snap. You would have saw, okay, purple's over, something's over there. Right. I'm going to look away, you know.
Right. Well, one thing I like to do to stop these corner routes in this year's game, Farles, I like to, you can put the guy you're on right now into a hook zone.
Okay.
Drop another D-end into D-lineman into hook zone. Now I want you to baseline twice. So what that does is rebalances the zones. Give me another hook zone out there on the field. One more. Give me one more.
We'll go over here.
Yeah, one more. Now,
and we'll baseline twice?
Yes.
So I'm going to press Y, right, Y, right.
And what that does is that rebalances
nice.
The field. This was a tip that was given to us last year, and now we're sharing it with you as well. So you can see here that what we're trying to do is get that hook zone to play that part of the field. So what we're hoping here is that hook zone is going to drop over to the right. As you can see,
sits.
Hook zone sits on the corner. So you have to have some fast fingers, or you can use a formation like 1-5-5. You could drop all the linebackers into that hook zone and then baseline quick. But that's a general idea. I think a buzz zone gets it done. I think the cover 3 does a pretty good job of it. That's going to work pretty well there as well.
Do you want the easiest play in the game to shut this down?
Yeah, what?
I have it.
All right.
And somebody gave it to me during the 25-hour live stream when I was playing Ryan Hollins. He was mashing me with the bench concept with the corner routes there. Someone said, hey, call quarter normal, cover 3. And I was like, I read it in the chat. I didn't think about it. And then in the third, fourth quarter, I called it once and I got a pick. So, you know, depending on the smash, depending on bench,
they press them.
Just go for it.
Right.
No, I think the yellows drop in a really good spot, and they press.
Yeah, but I think, I see it. It's the press. I think the press slows it down.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot.
It works. I call this play a lot now.
Yeah.
Just the way the zones are, they're great. So if you're having trouble and you don't have as fast fingers as some of the guys out there,
I got 99
that's what you can
problems,
call it.
But I can't stop a corner route.
So you can call this play just standard.
Stock?
You know, maybe pinch it, spy one guy if you got a fast quarterback.
Spy guy.
Boom. And
QB spy guy.
Sit here. It's all good.
I like that press. That's a good little tip right there. Nice little tip.
So tight window there, but I like it. The yellow zones sit really nice. So we'll bring it back here to Gibbs, and I will take a look at our next mailbag question.
Mailbag. D Postman says, how can you stop the run from a zone defense in Madden 25?
So stopping the run has been a pretty big problem for people here. We're going to do it on show 91 coming right up here. So Gibbs, what would be your ideal defense to stop? Would it even be zone or would it be man-to-man? What do you think?
I like man. And I like zone. I would say ideally play man, but it can happen from zone. I'm going to show you here. Falls, we have the 4-4 defense.
Pop it up on Xbox
I'm
here.
a big fan of the 4-4 defense. As you can see in the winners kit, we say 4-4 defense does a great job at stopping the run. And in my opinion, it is the single-handed best formation for stopping the run. There are other formations in the game that work, but the 4-4, in my opinion, is the best formation to stop the run. So I'm going to take a look at the play too deep. And what we're going to do here with this defense that we're setting up is called an inverted cover 2 style defense. And what that means is that you have the sideline corners are playing deep zones rather than the 2 deep safeties playing deep.
And if you know, one of my favorite runs in the game is this ATL Zone Week. So this is my top 25 playbook, which you can download on the Madden Share. I love this Zone Week. I love it because you can flip it, so you can either run right or left, depending on where you're reading the defense is weak. The game doesn't know. The defense won't know that you flipped the play. They won't do the little butt pat to change it, so it's good.
All right, so the tip here, guys, for stopping the run in this year's game, what I'm going to tell you is this. At the beginning of the year, it was, last year, bad habit, we would play up in the box in this area, right? And this is something that we talked about heavily. It says, get up in the box and make a play. So if you run the play, Farles, what you're going to see happen this year is that you get caught in the muck. That time I actually did a great job scraping. But on a typical run, what ends up happening is the offensive line is going to target you when you're this close to the line of scrimmage, as they should, and then you get lost in the muck, and it's hard for you to make a play. And as you can see, I whiff, and Farles, you're able to get down the sideline. What I'm going to tell you this year is you stay in that 4-4 defense. I would like to stay a little bit back. I want to get back so the offensive line can't target me as well. That's going to give me some running lanes to shoot. So at the snap of the ball, falls goes, I get scraped, I scrape, and I get wide. As you can see, I have an entire open area of the field. Number one, I'm going to set the edge. What's the most important thing to do when stopping the run? Set the edge, set the edge, set the edge. Say it one more time with me, set the edge. Start back, we'll show you one more time. You stay in the back area of the secondary with a safety. The snap of the ball, I want to target the middle of the field, then I scrape, and as you can see, there's no one out there that is able to pick me up on a block, whereas if I'm up in the box in this area, I have a better chance. I'm going to run into some offensive linemen here. Snap of the ball, I scrape. See how I'm running into guys. That wasn't issues in the past. This year, we have to rethink the way we play run defense, and that's how you're going to do it in this year's game.
So, would you prefer man or zone to stop the run in Madden NFL 25?
Zone is safer because, watch, if I play man-to-man here, now run like a play action on me, or something, and you're going to try and target Jeffrey deep, right? And I'm up in the box, snap, go. Oh, I'm up here. Now,
I'll hit B Marsh, and I'm going to use a catch.
But now, look what we have. We have a problem, right? So, I think man does a better job because they stay in their lanes better.
Yep.
But I think that zone is always a safer bet. And one other thing I want to talk about too when you're playing zone, just another rule of thumb, is when you have a formation like the 4-4 and you bring the deep safety in, you're playing the numbers game. You're playing the math game. So I have 4 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers, and then I bring the 9th defender in the box. One thing that's also good about stopping the run is if you were to play a cover 2, like a standard cover 2 defense, like so, what this is this gives you great run support on the outside. So I'm going to pretend I'm going to be late here. Watch, I'm going to go late to stop the run, but I'm going to have support on the outside because they're in hook zone or flat zones. See how he got trucked,
Marshall,
he got destroyed by Marshall. But the idea is that he's not going to drift away in that deep zone. He's going to stay in that area. And say if you motion Marshall out of the way, motion him out of the way, and I'm going to put Newman just down here, right? Newman should stay in that area. Now run the ball to the right.
Yep. Will not let me flip.
Playmaker it. Does not work.
If I flip the audible, he's going to run back. So.
Gotcha. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Nice little experiment there.
You do the fake.
Yeah. So can you now you running right? Does it look like that?
Yep.
All right. Now you're going to see that the flat zone stays in the area of the field, and see how he's out there in support. So that's just another note. Cover 2, great way to play run support in this year's game as well. Stock.
So that's how you're going to stop the run. Switch it up. Go some cover 2. I like the 5-2 fire zone too. I think that's a great stock play because it's got 5 down linemen. So you control. You're controlling the line of scrimmage. You have flat zones to the edge, and then you can kind of do work in the middle of the field and really stop it. So that's what I would do to stop the run. All right, let's take a look at our next mailbag question here.
Let's do it.
We got one coming up from Ghostface.
From Ghostface, he says, how do you audible to an onside return after choosing your play?
So we're going to dig into PS3 here, give you a quick bonus tip as we're going to head on over into practice mode. Let's see what we got. We're going to go. So a lot of guys don't know this, but a big tip is that you can actually choose special teams practice. So
yes, you can.
A lot of people don't do that. I pretty much will run, a good amount of plays.
Yeah, and to do that, you go into practice options, you go into practice type, and you select kickoff.
And that'll get you into a special teams type practice where you can practice kick returns, you can practice your kickoff coverage,
right,
and you can work on things. So what we're going to do here is say Gibbs is losing to me. There'll be no shock.
It'd be a big time shock. I have not yet lost you this year.
And you got a kickoff middle coming.
Fact.
So this is how things are basically going to go. You're basically going to get this kickoff most of the time.
Right.
But there's some point, and some people online will actually come out in onside kick even when they're not losing. So you got to be ready for it. You got to focus. You got to pay attention. So say Gibbs chooses his kick return middle, as we'll go back here to pick your play. Gibbs going to go kick return middle. I'm going to go with the old onside kick.
Yep.
You go return middle because you're not expecting it. All of a sudden, you see this camera and you're like, uh-oh. What you're going to do is press square on PlayStation 3 and then L1. And that is going to move your guys up. Yes, you're not going to have the hands team in, but you will have a tight end that will go to the spot where the ball is going to come. But you could call timeout. That's one option. Or you press square L1 on PlayStation 3, X LB on Xbox. They kick. You got plenty of guys up there. Hopefully they
Oh, pick it up!
You know,
I guess you just got real good.
But I
at the
mean,
game.
you had more guys up there than having just 2 guys, you know. So
Real quick and easy, square L1.
just simple. And then after this, I'm actually going to give you a tip that I promised the fans I'd give them. It's going to be all about how to lock up on kickoff coverage, because I know a lot of people are having some difficulty with kickoff coverage.
I got
so
a
there
tip
you
for
go.
it too. I got a tip
It's
for
not
it
going to be
too.
as good as mine.
I guarantee you that it will be way better than yours.
All right, let's try it out here. Let's go back. I'm going to go kickoff.
What's your? Are you gonna go kick return first? Is that what the move is here? You're gonna go kick return first.
Yep.
So you're
gonna go straight kick return middle.
You're gonna kick return middle.
I'm gonna go kick off middle. Yeah. This is my return. This is how to stop returns.
Yeah. So you're gonna stop my return, which is not gonna happen.
Yes. Yeah, you obviously want to have a little bit more power than that.
Right.
Where you're gonna just click on, get outside, start running outside. And what I do is I get real wide, and as soon as he breaks to the corner, I hold X, he's gonna run in and swoop. So you know how you try and break it outside at the last possible second?
Right.
That's the point where you want to hold down X. You're gonna actually swoop in and literally meet him at the point of attack. So
are you
ready?
Who are you going with? Who are you going? Who are you controlling?
What I like to do is click on to not to the first guy, but to the second guy who's on the opposite side of where you're gonna be going. So I want to try and get somebody I'm going to get Bradley from the far side of the screen.
Because you want the numbers game.
And I force you back inside. I mean, you're never, wow.
I like that. I like that.
So try and break it outside, though, because here's where the tip actually comes in handy.
Okay. I kind of like that. You're forcing me back inside, which a lot of good things need to happen in order for it to work.
There. And what I'm just keep you inside.
Sick jukes.
But you do not want to hold X until the point where the guy swings around the corner, because if you start the breakdown too early, he could still get outside. But you'll actually will use the defensive assist to hold down X, and you'll actually get in and you'll make some tackles.
All right, so here's what I'm going to tell you to do.
It works. It sounds simple. It sounds like, oh, yeah, who doesn't know that? But I wasn't holding defensive assist. I was getting ran around. And now when I time it, as soon as I get to the corner, I'm just locking right in.
I'm going to show you what I do.
Okay.
I go kick off left, right? And then I swing this stick all the way over to the left. And then that was a terrible kick. That was so fast.
It's offline.
Then I take a guy and I just run him away. I want him as my last line of defense, and then I just make great plays. So I have a last line of defense that I'm keeping way back, so that if you do spring something free.
Yeah, but you're going to give me the. See, I don't let kicks past the 20-yard line. You're going to be giving up all the way to the 35.
False. See, I kicked deep, and then I make a play.
You make a play.
But check this out. Let me go to instant replay here and show you how it's set up. You swing a guy back, right? Wherever the kick's going, which way? This way. Watch this. So in case I miss, I got my boy right here who is just gonna he's coming at you. So if I missed, you have Mr. Number 90, all you can eat of this guy to try and evade.
Dr.
No
Phillips.
way. No way you can.
Okay.
That's my move.
I could see that. So we'll jump back in here on PS3. We'll mix it back up and give me that one more time, because I feel like I could actually definitely break it off around there.
Okay. So I'll kick it to you again.
Show me this tip one more time.
So what I'll do is I take a guy here, like this guy I'm controlling. I drop him, swing him all the way back, click on a new guy, and I just try to make a play. And the idea is I trust my user skills to get around with the stick, get around a blocker. But what I'm hoping for is that I'm not hoping for it, but if I miss you and you make a good cut at the end, I have a guy, my last line of defense. So as you can see, I clicked onto this guy and I ran him backwards away from my support. So that way, all the blockers are going to be engaged with other guys on the field.
Yep.
I'm going to try and run down and get you. If you do get by me, you have this guy who now you have to try and evade him. So that's 2 guys you have to try and get away.
So
I'm hedging my bet.
In the same way that when I kick return, I hold back a blocker to run with me. You're holding back a tackler.
Yeah, same idea,
in your own,
but in a different way. Same idea, in a different way.
I like that. So we got a serious chat here going on This Week in Madden. Show 91, we're rocking out. We got our code for 20% off the winner's kit is just TWIM at checkout, so we got that going on. We got the guide. We're going to give away some MUT packs later tonight. If you haven't joined us, we got a couple housekeeping notes. We've got a community on both Xbox and PlayStation 3, and that community name is Madden Tips, no space. And you just search that. We got games going on in there. There's only 3 rules. Number 1, no blocking extra points or field goals. Number 2, no onside kicks unless you're losing.
Yes.
In the 4th quarter. Number 3, no quitting. And if you follow those 3 rules, you won't get booed today, but you also have some great games. Got some great competitors in there. Ryan Dykes is in the lead.
Number 4 rule, I'm flying in real quick, Farles.
Chiefs battling.
Do everything you can. There is a bounty program on Chiefs Fence in the Madden Tips community. If you beat him and you get a hold of me, I might give you a prize. I might give you something, because my goal this year is to make sure that he has one of the worst records in the Madden Tips community. His gamer tag is Chiefs Fence. He's actually a mod in the chat, so if you're in the chat right now, you're going to be able to see him.
Oh, he's in there.
I want him. This guy's... Find him, play him, make sure he has the most losses in the community. I've already given him 4. He's 1-4 against me, so I'm doing everything in my power. I need you to do everything in your power to make sure that Chiefs Fence is one of the worst players in the community.
And what I'll say is, the winner,
really?
Whoever wins the most games,
yes,
before September 1st, nope, October 1st. So for the end of September, we got a jacket on the line. So we got an Under Armour Madden 25 EA Sports jacket that we'll put on the line. We gave away some shirts on the live stream. We got a couple left. Give this away.
All right.
So the leaderboards are important. We'll also pick random people just from time to time. You're in the community. You've been playing. You've been active. You haven't been winning. You're around 100. Hook you up with a muck code. Hook you up with some guides. So you want to make sure that you're playing games in there. It's a lot of fun to play in there because you can see where you stand in the community. A lot of good players in this community. A lot of good guys in the chat right now. Bronco's been hitting me up for games big time. I've been dodging Bronco. I've been playing Madden Ultimate Team, but Bronco's been on every night looking for games. Chief's been on. Wolf's been on. I don't want to mess up my 1-0 record against Chief this year, so I haven't played him that much. But
Chief's the easiest win going right now.
Boom, it's good. We got Barnes is in there. He's 0-2, but he's be fighting.
It's called the Chiefs Bounty. Here's the thing too: if you do win, make sure you send a tweet to us at SGame7 at Madden Bible, and make sure it says #BeatChief.
Boom, that's what it's all about. All right, so we'll jump back in here. We'll take a look at the next mailbag question. Make sure to join that community. It's a lot of fun in there. So, all right, here we go. We got one coming up. CO the Legend Gibbs, what do you got?
Next mailbag question from CO the Legend. Need tips for changing from a 4-3 defense to a 3-4 defense in Madden NFL 25.
So what system do you want to run with here?
We'll go Xbox. All right, we'll go Xbox, I feel. Is that all right?
Yeah, it works for me.
I would say there's not really I wouldn't say that there's really a specific thing I would do defensively in terms of like your scheme. I think you still want to, again, bring pressure. You want to try to bring pressure left, bring pressure right from both edges, zone and man. But most importantly, I think what you want to do when you're changing from a 4-3, 3-4, or vice versa, you got to think. Usually, when we have a 4-3, we say, Farles, you want to drop down 2 speedy linebackers to the defensive end position, and then move your biggest beef guys, your run stuffers, in the middle of the field, right? Well, I would say in a 3-4, you don't want to make that adjustment. You don't want to drop speedy linebackers that are smaller down on the defensive line at the end, because now you're going to really open yourself up to the run. So I would say when you are switching from a 4-3 to a 3-4, get out of that mentality of, oh, I need these faster guys at defensive end. You really want to stick to the beef. Where's the beef, Farles? Where's the beef? And that's what I'm going to say.
And one of your middle linebackers can be just a bigger guy.
Yes.
He doesn't need to be one of those speedy middle linebackers. Not a lot of them out there.
Vontae's perfect. Am I saying his name right?
Yep.
On the Bengals. Perfect example.
Brandon Spikes.
95 hit power, but 74 speed. He's a great guy in a 3-4. You're not going to get exposed because of the speed, but you're going to have that big hit stick on the field. I'm
going to give a Madden Ultimate Team pack away right now.
Yeah.
A pro pack, including a Barry Sanders card with 95 speed. The Steelers, Pittsburgh Steelers, in the 90s, had a linebacker who is the epitome of just a huge linebacker. You couldn't believe he wasn't like a defensive lineman. He played middle linebacker in the 3-4. Big dude. Levon Kirkland, Cinco, you are the winner. Just beat out Grim McFarland and Little Trash Man.
Does he? I feel like he always wins, or Steve always wins.
Yeah.
Steve guy wins.
This guy, if you Google a picture of him, he was a mammoth. And it's like, how does this guy, we would bench him in our Madden squad, but not in the 3-4. A lot of people in the chat are saying 4-3 is better than 3-4, but we do have some stuff from the 3-4 that will be get you going. So it's some pretty good stuff involved in there. But
I think that's a nice transition.
All right, we'll give a little preview here. We'll head over on PlayStation 3. We'll show you a little heat from the 3-4. Show you that it is possible this year to use it as a defensive formation. A lot of people don't go after it. They like the 4-down lineman. We like to teach it that way too, but we do have some 3-4, some pretty good stuff.
So Falls, take offense, go into a gun formation, and what I'm going to show you here, this is going to be a preview, guys, for, again, those guys that have the winner's kit, those guys that are going to be getting those playbooks. When you purchase the winner's kit, you can get that tonight using code TWIM. Saves you 20% on the winner's kit. But this is something that you'll see in one of our upcoming products here.
And what's big about the winner's kit is you get the playbooks all throughout the season. So you already have 4 at launch, 2 from us, 2 from Problem, 2 offense, 2 defense. So you're already loaded up. But as stuff keeps coming out during the year, the more you find, that's what the winner's kit's all about. You get in early and you get tips all season long. So get some heat off the left edge right there.
Yeah, and what we're trying to do here is quick adjustments. All I did was baseline show blitz, and in this situation we're trying to get that pressure to come from both edges here. And Farles, go ahead and call the play again. And this time the pressure comes off that right edge. So the easy thing about this, guys, is it's very simple to run. You go show baseline, show blitz, and you're trying to bring that pressure off both edges here. And were you running a play-action play, Farles?
No.
Go ahead, call the play again. And Farles, I think you're doing something to me here on National Live Internet. Is that the first time of the first show here?
It wouldn't be the first time I'd mess with you.
Yeah?
No.
All right. Well, that's going to be something that you're going to see. We're showing you the 3-4 pressure. This is something that we're going to update for you as the year goes on. And 3-4, I think, is a very powerful formation. It's not something that people use all the time. It's something that is unique. It's going to catch people off guard, and I'm a big fan of what it can produce in this year's game. And as you were saying before, it gives you a chance to get the beef on the field, and that's something I'm really looking forward to.
All right. That's pretty nice. 3-4. So there is definitely a possibility of using the 3-4 this season, so don't sleep on it if you're somebody that's overlooked it in the past. I know a lot of times guys do take their fast ends, move them down, and then use the linebackers off the edge. So
yeah,
keep taking a look here. Stream is going well. We got a nice smooth feed going on, so keep checking on your end. But we're looking good on our side, and we are going to take our next mailbag question.
Refresh if you have to.
So
next question comes from Atomic Whoop, and the question is, what ratings will I? What? So the next question comes from what would you do? Next question comes from Atomic Whoop. What ratings will help you have the best pass rush in Madden 25? Block shed? Question mark.
So a couple important things here to note is if you want to have a good pass rush, you want to have better players. Yes, it's best to get somebody free. It's best to use the guides to have one man come free off the edge. But if you're going to have guys that are engaged with blockers, and you're only be rushing 3 or 4 guys, what you need to do is look at over the ratings. So right now there's a good article on the EA blog, so just easports.com. There's a good article teaching you what the ratings for the defensive linemen do. And then also on Madden Tips, we have a glossary of all the ratings and what they do. So block shed is typically going to be more involved with the running game and how fast guys get blocks and the percentage chance that they'll actually beat their defender right off and get in the backfield. So a guy like Haloti Nada is going to have good block shed. So against the run, he's going to get in. Typically, what you're going to see for passer ratings, though, is for a power rusher, you're going to have power move. And for a speed rusher, you're going to have finesse move. So J.J. Watt's going to have high power move. His speed rating's not really going to matter, his speed move rating, or his finesse rating. But with a guy like OC, he's going to have finesse move. His power move rating's not really going to be something that factors in. So whichever one's higher of those two is really going to factor in what type of player they are.
Right, so you got a guy like, say, on the Chicago Bears, Henry Milton. Henry Mountain's a guy that's going to be one of those bull rushers, just going to plow people over. He's going to win those one-on-one battles with his power move. Then you have a guy like Julius Peppers, who has kind of a repertoire.
Pretty good blend of both.
A little repertoire in his arsenal, if you will. And he can get around you with his speed. He can get around you with his power move, get around you with his finesse move. So he's a guy that is he's a hybrid type who can do both, where a guy like, say, Jason Pierre-Paul, all finesse move.
True. So, it depends if you mix it up. The elite guys are going to have both, but it's really going to factor in, I'd say, which one's higher is going to be more important as to what they're actually going to use on the field. And, sometimes they'll just beat their block, and sometimes it'll involve how quick they get off the block. So if you have Justin Smith and Alden Smith, one guy's going to have power, one guy's going to have finesse, and they're going to kind of form a tag team and rip it up. So pretty nice question there. You want to check out the ratings, though. Find out what each rating does. Head over to MaddenTips.com. We have a post on there that'll teach you the way of what each rating does and why each is important. So we'll take a look at our next mailbag question here. Get back into some gameplay coming up.
My man, Artie47CA. Artie had a great little tournament he had this past week, the release of Madden. Good job, Artie, on that. But his question says, How do you disguise cushion, and how does it work in Madden 25? What other coverage adjustments are worth using?
So a lot of people might not know, but you can actually disguise cushion in this year's game. There's a few new coverage adjustments, and we'll explore them right here over on Xbox. We'll dig in. We'll show you what they do and why they're important. Last year, you could show blitz.
Yep.
That was something that was new, and it helped you disguise your coverages. But now you actually have disguise cushion in the game. So
yes.
Here we have a little pass play coming up for the Bears. Oh,
so here on the Xbox 360, what we're going to show here is a basic two-man under defense, and this is something that, when you show press, what happens is at the snap of the ball, you're going to see the press on the outside. On the far left side of the screen, throw the ball up, and we'll go on instant replay, and we'll show you here. That with a normal press situation, obviously you're going to get a press at the line of scrimmage. It's very self-explanatory, very simple to understand.
Now you called press.
I called press here, and you're going to see this. The receiver is going to get chucked by the defender. So that's press coverage, right?
Correct.
So if you use your press coverage, and then you do disguise cushion, you hit Y, we should have a different result this time.
Okay.
Snap of the ball.
I got to change it over to a pass play. We'll do that.
Snap of the ball. As you can see, no press. So the question is, why is that good? Why? Why would that be beneficial?
Seems like if
to
he's going to stand there, he should chuck him. But you pushed the button and he didn't. Well,
the reason this is, guys, this is a tool in the shed that we have for our defensive arsenal. It can be a scary situation for a lot of people. A lot of people don't like facing press on a regular basis. So what you can do when you're setting up a blitz is you can show press, and then there's not going to be a press. And it's all about throwing off the timing of your opponent. And this is just another way to throw the timing off. If your opponent gets so used to you always pressing, they might get used to that timing, and then the press has no purpose anymore. Well, when you do disguise coverage, you might catch them off guard, and now you win that battle of deception once again. So that's the idea. Do you use it every down? No, don't use it every down. But it's something that you can use, mix it in once or twice a game, a couple times, and you're trying to get stopped with it. If you could confuse your opponent and get a pick out of it once a game, once every 5 games, it's worth using and worth trying.
So right now you're in what play? You are in a two-man underplay, but now you're in an aggressive cover 0 man-to-man blitz. Here's another coverage adjustment that's worth using. So this year, another thing that they added in the game is called man align. And what it's going to do is you push Y, then you push RB, and the safeties, who are usually up where they're in the safety position, they're actually going to go, run down, and align over the player they're supposed to cover.
Right. So if you see Bennett here, the tight end on the line of scrimmage, you can see that he's being covered by the strong safety. Now, in years past, what we'd have to do is we would click on him and drag him over here and get him in position. That takes time. That's a pain in the neck. Well, the guys at EA, they said that's not a good resolution. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you a button called the man align button. What Falls was saying, you hit Y, you hit RB, and then he's going to move in front of him by himself.
And anybody else that wasn't, so say the corner was blitzing and the linebacker was manned up against Bennett.
Right.
The safety would come down to cover the tight end, and then the linebacker would actually go out and cover the slot.
Right.
It's a nice way to quickly get your guys in position, especially if you're calling a lot of man cover 0 blitzes. So something to definitely think about.
I like both of them.
Using. They're both great in a certain situation. I think a lot of people saw that they were new and said, A, what do they do? B, I want to call it all the time.
Right.
This is new, it must be good. No, it's a tool for your defense for more advanced style players who really want to maximize their coverages and mix things up. So don't forget about the new defensive adjustments, whether you want a man align or if you want to go with the disguise cushion. So,
right.
Pretty nice. Just a reminder, you pick this bad boy up either on Amazon. It's the official player's guide. A lot of pages in here, over 350.
Why, who wrote it?
It's got situational play calls. We wrote this thing, and if you're a newer player, you can also get the iOS team app on your iPhone, so you can download your favorite team if you don't want the whole shebang.
And you guys got to remember, the first thing you do when you get this, I talk about it all the time, you open it, don't do anything else before you do this. Open it and just smell it. It just smells like success. It just smells like winning. And then you can look at the back and just look at those 2 handsome gentlemen on the back.
Pretty good. That's pretty much all Photoshop.
Yeah.
So we'll take a look at our next mailbag question here. Got some good ones going on. This one's coming in from Militant, a long-time Madden Tips member.
This is a legend right here, guys. Militant X1, his mailbag question is, how can you use the 5 sets for success with the new Audible system in Madden NFL 25?
And this is a question I've been getting a lot. It is, if I want to set my Audibles up, that's going to turn my playbook into a custom playbook, right? Yes. Is there a way I can do that and have it not change? No. It will become a custom if you set your Audibles. There is a new Audible system, and as you can see here, we want to dig in on Xbox.
Yeah, sure.
So we'll dig on Xbox, and the key is you can actually change to any formation that matches your personnel. So when I'm Jay Cutler, I can go to the X button, and I can actually change here from gun normal to gun Y trips halfback weak. I can change to gun bunch tight end. I can change to gun normal Y slot, and I can go to gun split close, gun tray open, gun doubles on. So a good example formation, I can go down to single back, whereas before you only had 5 plays you could get to. Now with personnel like 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back, I can actually mix it up and go with, a ton of formations. So not just 5 plays from random formations, plays that actually, make sense, they're more realistic, and I can get to, how many formations are we at here?
You can get to a million formations.
We're out of control
With the right
here.
personnel, you can get to a million.
And that's four plays for each. So, we're at 30 plays that we can get to. So, the new Audible system does add more depth, in my opinion. I'd like to see it where it doesn't turn it into a custom, but, you do have pretty good stock Audibles already.
Right.
And, you can use your customs in your CFM this year. You can use them in the community we have. So, it's all pretty good.
Nice play.
But
Big Earl Bennett, 89 catch try.
But how would you, maybe explain to some of the newer guys what the 5 sets for success is, and then how you would use it?
So the 5 sets for. So I'll start one more time. I'm having an issue talking tonight. So the 5 sets for success, and what that means is it gives you 5 specific formations to do 5 specific things offensively. So you want to be able to run the ball. You want to be able to beat the blitz. You want to be able to beat man-to-man defense. You want to be able to beat zone defense, and you want to have a base formation. So the first thing that you could do with the new Audible system this year to set this up is you would pick a running formation that you like. So we'd go back out and it could be any run formation you want. It doesn't matter what it is, just a formation that you have success running the ball out of. So Farles is going to take
single back big.
And the idea here is you're looking for the 5 sets for success principle. So Farles, don't pick a play.
All right.
What you're looking for in a running formation, remember, is a run left, a run middle, and a run right. So with these new Audible systems, you can actually pick your Audibles for all these formations.
So I'd set up my halfback dive to go up the middle.
Stretch.
I'd have stretch to the right, and I have zone weak to the left. Obviously, zone weak, I showed you could flip it either way, so that's left, middle, and right.
And then you could pick a play-action play that works off of one of your runs, and then you come out in another play, whatever the play is, curl flats or something, right? So you can see that while we lose the ability to go up and down a formation, so from gun spread into goal line, we lose that ability, but we now gain this flexibility of having every single formation set up perfectly. So in my book, I look at that and I think, we do lose some flexibility, but we gain all this instead. So I like the new format, I like where it's going, and I like the value that it adds to our offense, and that goes up and down all through the other formations. So I could go to gun tight, which is great for beating man-to-man coverages, and I can put 5 plays that beat man-to-man defense. So that's the idea of how you're going to use the 5 sets for success this year with the new Audible system.
And that's the key, really. So, you maybe come out in a play like with corner routes that you can't make into an Audible.
Right.
We talk a lot about in the winner's kit, we give you the perfect playbook. The perfect playbook just means that we give you a full system using your hot routes to beat any defense. So, the one hot route you can't really make is the corner route. So you just kind of mix it up, come out in a play that's going to give you success,
right?
And that's what's going to work out best. If you can have a corner route in any play. Last year we always said, hey, call a play that has flat zones. We felt like that was important because you couldn't make flat zones. A flat route. But this year you can actually make a flat route, so you don't actually need that anymore. So that's something that's pretty nice. Now you have the ability to throw a lot of different routes, but the corner route's still not one you can have, and it's great for beating man. It's great for beating zone. So
absolutely.
I say we give away another MUT code.
You're giving away a MUT code?
I'm going to give away another MUT code. This time, the answer is going to be...
I got one.
All right, you got a trivia question in the chat.
And you should know. You should know this quickly. It's not going to be something that's hard. The first person to type this answer in the chat wins the MUT code. Who is currently the starting tight end on the New England Patriots?
It's a loaded question.
Currently starting tight end. Boom. P. Fighty wins.
What about Ho Mana Wanui?
No.
What about Rob Gronkowski?
No. Sudfeld's the winner. That's who I had in my head. He wins.
Your head's a weird place.
P. Fifey wins.
All right, P. Fifey takes down a muck code. We have more muck codes coming up.
How does he get the codes? He emails us?
Yep, just emails.
Email us, P. Fifey.
All right, so we have that. We'll take a look at our next mailbag question.
From Black Udder here, the question is, do you call press coverage this season? If so, from man or zone?
All right, so let's take a look at the, we'll go Xbox again here.
Yeah.
And we'll take a look and see, should you be calling, last year we would call 46 or 43, and we'd pretty much press and baseline every play. That was pretty much the steps. We liked having guys up. We liked calling cover 3, and if you didn't, bring the corners down, you could throw outs all day. So what we used to do was we'd call press, even though the guys were in the deep zones, we'll show you, and show what happens when you press a guy in a deep zone. So
here I'm in a standard cover 3, and part of the reason why I always say baseline is because if you don't baseline, you kind of give your opponent a giveaway of what the defense is. So what I mean by that is when we look at the defense here, I can see that the two corners are back, and I can see that there's only one single high safety. And if I'm reading a coverage and I'm reading the secondary, I know that's a cover 3 or it's a cover 1. I'm pretty sure it's a cover 3 because the corners are back. So that's why I always recommend to baseline first, because when you do baseline, it balances the defense out. So now I can't get a read.
Now it looks like cover 4.
Now cover 4, cover 2 is
cover 2 with the guys back.
So you can't get a read when you baseline. That's why baseline, I think, is very important on almost every play. So in this situation here, we baseline. If you press when the guys are back, you'll see that they actually will move up. And now that this could look like it could look like a cover 2. It could look 2-man under. It could be cover 4 press. I mean, you're trying to confuse your opponent, and if you don't do that baseline, you're going to give them a chance to know what's going on, and that's why I recommend it. So here, look, again, if I don't baseline, yes, I press, but look, you kind of have a better, it's cover 3 or cover 1. So I think the baseline is important because it gives you deception. Do I recommend calling bump and run all the time? I'm going to say no this year, because I've seen a tendency where if you put Brandon Marshall here on just a deep streak, I've seen tendencies for the receivers to beat that deep zone. And as you can see there,
it happened a little bit last year, but not quite as bad. Carlos Rogers,
right?
That was a great catch.
That was.
Carlos Rogers might get burnt against Deshaun Jackson last year, but this year, Marshall is more of a possession guy. Can get downfield, but that's not his main speed threat. Of course, you'd think more of Hester. But yeah, that would be what you tend to see a little bit more.
Right. That's why I'm not the biggest. It's still, the jury's still out on this. I haven't really decided if this is a real thing or not. But I've seen a lot of instances where my corner just gets destroyed on a deep streak. Like something happens whether it's a route combination that's causing him this DB to just kind of break in for a quick second. But that's just something I've noticed. I don't know. It might be if I'm shading my safeties in or shading them another way. So if I shade them right, now I pressed. Go ahead. Put him up Marshall on the streak. I think that might be it.
That's the answer?
Maybe. Is that I'm shading my coverages and pressing, which is causing that little movement of DB.
I don't like to press because I feel like it makes the defender against the out
a little better.
Makes it bad. Makes it worse. Watch. Ready? Go. Drop him down. Watch what happens to the defender on the outside when I throw the out. He's going to go back towards the middle. Obviously, the flat zone drop, but the defender who's in the deep zone who's going to be the threat.
Right.
He went back towards the middle of the field. So that's why I don't personally press this season as much as I like to last year. I did like the look of the disguise coverage last year, but I'll just mix it up. So,
right.
You don't necessarily have to. I would still baseline, as Gibbs noted, but I wouldn't necessarily press. If you have fast corners, if the guy you're playing doesn't know what defense you're doing, you can press. It's good to mix it up. If they're in deep zones, they're not going to press anyway. But in general, I will not press.
Right.
So that's a pretty good question there. Individual press is a question from Grim McFarland in the chat. We got some good guys in the chat. Anton32, who was up for pretty much all 25 hours of the live stream, is here. We got Ryan Dykes in the chat. He's the #1 player in the Madden Tips community that you can join. But he wants to know, what about individual press? And how you individual press is, once again, you use the defensive coverages. You press A, and that's going to make an individual hot route. You can then choose the receiver you want to press, and then you can either shade left, shade right, or you can press them, and that'll mix up coverages. You obviously want to do it from a certain coverage that will cause them to go down. So as you can see here on the left, we're now pressing individually, and right now I'd be confused. I think, is it cover 6? Because it's cover 2 on the left, cover 4, to the right. Is it? I don't know. Your brain's kind of spinning. I mean, I'm going to go deep with you. If
you can't press him.
Yeah, you don't want to press him.
You don't want to press that guy. All 6'5", 98 catching traffic.
So
dope.
That's pretty good. Sir Nobles or Cinco's wondering, do you guys ever use shades? I will shade certain reps.
Yeah.
If I think slant's coming, I'll shade inside. If I think out's coming, I might shade outside. Definitely shade. If somebody's beating you with something, it's always better to do something than it is to do nothing. And a lot of times people will just go, that route's too good. I can't do anything.
Right.
When realistically, you got to try something. So
you got to do something rather than not do anything. It's always about the experience. Remember, drop hook zone first, then drop a buzz zone.
And one more question from Hot Sticks. Should you continue to show blitz when you're in zone to confuse your opponent?
I guess I don't really understand where he's coming from. You show blitz to confuse your opponent in zone?
So, show blitz here, we'll see what happens. So it's going to bring guys down to the line of scrimmage. It's going to,
it makes the bear front
a type of press to look, and we got the guys down in the box.
Here's what I'll say about doing show blitz. I recommend, if you have a formation that you're using a lot, I recommend doing a show blitz because it gives you a bear alignment. And what's good about that is that it gives you a different front to mess with this formation. So now I went from a nickel 3-3-5, right, and I had a 3-down line. Now I have a bear front, and look where the outside linebackers are. They're in a great position now to blitz. I've never tried this before, but maybe one of them will get in right now. I don't know, but no one got in. But what I'm saying is, it just gives you a different alignment and different things to work with. You could get different results because of it.
Can you still spotlight in this game?
Yes, I think you can. Can you? Let me see. Individual, Marshall,
Spotlight. Yep. So you can still spotlight by using the individual coverages. So we've already shown you how to disguise coverage earlier in the night, and we've already shown you how to use disguise cushion, use man align, which are 2 new features this year. We're now talking about show blitz. We're now talking about using spotlighters on a receiver. There's so much you can do before the snap. I know you guys, you got to have practice and learn the buttons, but all these things are available to you. Shade outside, shade inside. I called cover 4 the other night. I should have shaded the guys in the middle.
Yep.
Because there's a little bit of a gap there. I didn't, and I got hit up the middle. So, that's something you want to look for too.
Hot pressure files.
But I just read Matt Forte. Jay Cutler's too strong for your defense, says Gibbs. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at our next mailbag question.
From Supreme Bean. What settings do you use when playing Madden 25? Madden, number 1. We're back on that train.
We're back on the All Madden train. We're riding it all season long. The communities are set to All Madden. I personally, so this year there's no auto sprint. Auto sprint used to be something you'd always have to shut off. It's not in there anymore, and I turn quick links on. So those are 2 things you don't have to do anymore. But now you have auto strafe. I leave that off. Heat seeker, I personally leave off. Ball hawk, I leave on. And switch assist, I turn off. So people always ask me, what does auto strafe do? If you hold L trigger when you're on defense, user in the linebacker, you're going to square your hips to the line of scrimmage, and you're actually going to stay if you want to, be towards the line of scrimmage. That's what auto strafe is going to do for you. I like to do that on my own using L trigger. Heat seeker is new this year. It's going to help you tackle. It's a little bit, not quite, but it's a little bit like ball hawk for tackling. It's going to help you when you get in close, break down, make sure you wrap up. You can use it with the hit stick. You can actually just tap the button for a dive tackle, or you can hold it and then steer in. Heat seeker allows you to hold down X, and that's not going to make you tackle right away until you steer in using the left stick to wrap up. So that's a new thing in the game. I'm testing it. They give us the option. That's all you can ask for. Do you want it on, one off? I play with it on. I'm testing it off right now, kind of liking it. I might go back. I'll let you guys know. But right now, that's my setting. Ball hawk, I keep on just because I feel like I'm going to get better catches. I don't ball hawk right away. I wait as long as I can possibly ball hawk to get myself in the best position to ball hawk. A lot of people say, I don't like ball hawk because the computer does a lot of work for you. But what you really want to do is get your human player in the best position possible, then ball hawk to get the catch. If you don't want to start ball hawking a long way away, get to the catch circle too early, and then not be able to, get a good high jump.
And ball hawk is 1,000% toned down this year. I mean, maybe that's an over exaggeration, but it's very toned down.
So, and then switch assist. What switch assist is going to do is if you're ever the type of player that clicked on and sometimes you got the wrong guy. So say you thought you were going to click onto the linebacker and you wanted to be running back.
Yes.
And so you're holding the controller up. But all of a sudden you get the safety, and now you're holding the controller up, and then the safety is going to turn and run the wrong way, even though you want to come down on the play if you were the safety, but you thought you were getting the linebacker. What that's going to do is the game's actually going to notice this guy's holding the button 180 degrees the wrong way. He must think he's on somebody else. It's going to give you a quick buffer until your brain says, oh, I'm on the wrong guy, move it in the direction you want. Fortunately, I've never really had a problem with that. I know some people do. I've always had pretty good luck clicking on knowing who I'm going to get. But that'll help you with that. So maybe as you start to learn it, there's just no reason that you don't click on and play as a defender. Between ball hawk and switch assist, those things are going to help you out so much when to click on and make plays in secondary. A lot of guys are afraid they'll just play as D lineman. Stop doing that. Feel free to click on and make plays. The game's going to help you a little bit. Yes, we're playing on all Madden, so it's not going to be quite as much as if you play on an easier mode, but these are my current settings, and that's how I set it up. So
the default settings for all this stuff, guys, is just all on.
And there's one more thing that you can't toggle off. It's defensive assist. If you hold down A, that's automatically off on all Madden.
Boom.
That was some feedback we recommended. We say, hey, this is a mode where guys want to make user plays. This is an elite mode, no defensive assist, and they agreed. It's still on all Pro, but it's not on all Madden. So
that's nice.
You
all
can
Madden
choose to use that.
Off. I like that about all Madden.
You almost forget about it,
right?
You know?
Right.
So ranked games are on all Pro, but our community, which we recommend you sign up for free, is under the online communities portion of the game, is all on all Madden. So take a look at our next mailbag question.
Yeah.
This
is from Rex. This is from Rex or Bex. The question is, how do you use Heatseeker in Madden NFL 25?
So we just talked about Heatseeker in Madden NFL 25. Obviously, you can toggle it on or off, but you're basically going to hold down the button. And Gibbs, you want to show him?
Oh, bless you, Foss.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So you can actually hold down X and steer in the left stick, or tap X to dive. It used to just be one button. If you used to touch the tackle button, something was happening.
Yes.
This year, not true. You can also do the same thing with the hit stick. You can flick the hit stick, try and get that instant gratification, or you can kind of hold it down, still steer in, and then kind of let go, almost like charging it up. And I think that it works pretty good. You do see some guys break down and go for tackles, but I don't believe that. I feel like you get a little bit more control. Ooh.
Gas.
Feisty blitz there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Oh, fall.
That's Jay Cutler, bro.
Oh, I'm trying to ball hawk you.
So that's how you can kind of use it. Mecha82 wants to know, is there a special tackle button to aim low this year? If you just tap X to dive tackle, you're 99% of the time going to tackle a guy in the legs.
Yeah.
It's pretty powerful. It's a pretty good way to tackle if you ever need to go for the shoestring tackle. You're going to make some highlight reel tackles, so you can actually just tap X to dive, and that's what you can go with.
You need to do the dive tackle. It's one of the, I mean, if last year we said you need to do ball hawk and you knew how good it was, this year you need to do the dive tackle.
Yes.
That's all I'll say about it.
All right, let's take a look at our next mailbag question. From Young City. Gibbs, what's he got for us?
Young City asked the question, what are the top 5 offensive and defensive playbooks in Madden NFL 25?
So we've already cooked this one up. I know we had a couple guys on Twitter who were wondering the same question. Let's take a look at our answers here. We got the offensive first. So our top 5 offensive books are going to be...
We have the pistol, which goes right along with Problem's pistol playbook. Problem's a big fan of that pistol. 2 formations that he's used that have given me trouble when we've played: pistol full house and pistol bunch.
Also pistol weak twins flex.
That's a great formation.
So 3 really good formations in the pistol. One other playbook that Gibbs likes a lot is the Saints playbook.
Well, I like this playbook because I play Zan quite a bit, and he just lights me up.
So Zan runs some snugs from the Saints book. That's really tough.
He just lights me up.
Good use of motion. Another one is the Redskins book. It's got some of the stuff that the pistol has, but it's got a good balance and mix of everything else. It has some tough corner routes to deal with. So these are some good playbooks. Number 2 is the Colts book. I'm
a big fan of the Colts right now. If you're going to see me use it tonight, specifically for one formation, the gun bunch tight end, you'll see what I do with that tonight on the Game of the Week. I'm real high on this formation right now, and it has a little something in there called the pistol full house, which is another reason I like it, because it meshes that other formation that Problem's been using very nicely within this new playbook that I've been trying out.
And also, our #1 playbook is the Vikings. You can use custom books in the community, so you can actually grab the Vikings book, maybe mix in some plays from the Colts that Gibbs was talking about if you like what he's doing. But obviously, the Vikings playbook is our playbook that's available in the winner's kit. Currently got a deal going on right now, 20% off if you use the code TWIM. But the Gun Empty Bunch has been a really good playbook. We've heard a lot of good feedback on Twitter. Guys are using it to really, mix it up with their defense. It's tough to defend.
Yes.
It's really tough to align against, and then you got the read option coming out of that. You can use instant zone beating concepts and some tough man-to-man with a lot of the trail stuff. So Vikings, with just that formation, new formation, right now, for the first couple months, that's going to be the hottest thing. Obviously, we'll keep you updated with all the new playbooks that we're going to be coming out with. But if you want to check out the winner's kit, that'll get you all season long if you use the code TWIM, and that's over on MaddenTips.com. So check it out.
And my boy SCOMO 843, who has been using the Gun Empty Bunch, a lot of success. He scored 35 points and just tortured people with Gun Empty Bunch. He's in the chat.
So let's take a look at our defensive top 5 formations. Now, our defense is, it's not as variant as offense. There's not quite as many formations, but there are some good playbooks, and it's all about finding a good mix of formations.
Right, and I rank #5, Detroit. I'm a big fan of Nickel Strong right now on defense as well. Nickel Strong is in the Detroit playbook as well as the 5-2, so I like that combination. Atlanta is another playbook that has Nickel Strong. That's why I'm a fan of it. But it gives me the Nickel Strong, but then it also gives me all my 4-3 plays that I enjoy as well. #3 is the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm going to be using that tonight. I've been using a lot of 3-4.
Really?
I've been using a lot of 1-5-5. I've been using a lot of 1-4-6. So I'm changing it up. I'm normally a 4-3 guy. But I've been kind of converted now to those 1-down sets and a 3-4 set. So pretty interesting out of there. Cover 2, I'm a big fan of cover 2 because it has the Nickel Strong and then it has Dime Flat. I really like Dime Flat. I was torn at the start of this year. Do I like Dime Flat better or do I like the 4-3 over plus? I like the 4-3 over plus because it has more versatility, and that's why the 4-3 playbook lands #1 on our list because it has that 4-4 in there as well for run defense.
Yeah, the 4-3 playbook to me is the most. It's got everything that I like to use. It's got the 4-4 for the run game.
Nickel 3-5.
Nickel 3-5 is just a good formation. You can't go wrong with it. It was a bonus that we gave out last year, and I'm still pretty much
Free Blitz?
using it pretty well.
Free Blitz from Nickel 3-5 right here for the fans.
All right, let's go over to Xbox, and we'll give you guys a free blitz from Nickel 3-5 right now.
All right, go 2-man under, Nickel 3-5. I want you to shift your line right. I want you to shift your linebackers left. Contain the D tackle. Blitz the middle linebacker. You are good to go. Halfback's the only guy uncovered, and you got to watch him. You got heavy pressure, 2-man under press on the outside. Get in the lab, check that out. See if you can mix it in with what you're using in the 4-3 playbook already. That's a preview of the type of stuff you're going to get from your winner's kits.
I like it. So let's take a look at our next mailbag question, the final one of the night before we play the game of the week. Coming up from Chomp Pig.
He's making a comeback on the forums right now.
He's in the chat hanging out.
Big fan right now, Chomp Pig. I appreciate everything you're doing on the Madden Tips forums, getting back, starting chatting. And his question is there a potential base offense to be built from the read and triple option?
So let's give away a Madden Ultimate Team code right now. And how we're going to do that is first person to type the name of the Bengals backup quarterback who you would use to run the read option, what would that be?
Wow. Who would that be?
Johnson. Ryan Dykes is going to get the Mutt Pack.
Ryan Dykes?
And
wow. Whoa. A lot of Johnsons there. A lot of Josh Johnson.
The next question, I'll give away one more Mutt Pack right now, is which playbook last year would you have used if you wanted to run a option scheme in Madden 13? It was our playbook in the guide.
It was in the print guide. Zan!
Real Harlem Gamer.
No, Zan.
All right,
oh my gosh.
I'm giving it to Real Harlem Gamer.
Wow, Zan is getting stoned.
Real Harlem Gamer,
wow.
Email me, zfrawls@madtips.com. So let's take a look at a scheme here. We're going to go over to PlayStation 3. I have these plays in my playbook, so you can actually download my playbook on the Madden Share. It's got these formations I'm going to use. One thing that Problem showed me that he really likes from his pistol playbook is the pistol trips. The reason he likes to go with a play like the read option So he has a lot of other passing plays from this, but he always includes the read option from it. So I'm going to actually answer this question and say no. No, you can't build a scheme around the read option and triple option as your base. And however, should you use it? Absolutely, because it's crazy effective.
Right.
It's crazy effective as a complement. If you try and use this as a full-time scheme, Greg Cosell says that you cannot build an offense based around option deception. You can use it based off option run, which the Redskins do. They don't run option deception. They run option power. They run read option power. The Panthers kind of ran option deception. To me, it takes too long to get out of the backfield. I just don't. I think it takes too long.
Yeah? With Peyton Manning?
I think it takes too long to get out of the backfield if you're going to be running triple option. And I think you can make too many mistakes if you're running too much speed option, veer option, midline option, all that kind of option. Do I run 10 read options a game? Absolutely. Do I hand off the ball eight times? Might as well just be a regular handoff? Sure. But that's why I don't think you build your base around it. I think that's why you just build, like Chip Kelly runs all he does is run read option, but he runs just multiple concepts on every play.
Right.
He's running. He can call certain plays from every play.
Right. And Zan made a good point in the chat. He said that in order to run an effective true pistol or read option scheme, you're going to really need to make sure that you have an effective bubble screen game.
Right.
So that's something that you're going to have to mix in. And not every single read option formation, pistol formation in this game has the bubble. So only specific ones do.
You can make your own by using the smoke route on the outside and hopefully hitting that and getting out there. But it's not quite there. So yes, it should be in your offense, but can you do it as a base? I would say no. Plus, the quarterbacks get injured in this year's game. You can't be running the ball too much with the quarterback. You got to really kind of.
I mean, I sort of think you can do it as a base. I don't think can you run read options like you would run a passing offense where 80% of your offense, 70% of your offense is to pass, right? I don't think that you can get a 70% offense in with just running the ball. I think as long as you go 50-50. Then I think it's very possible that you run a read option offense in this year's game. I think that's a possibility. But I wouldn't say go crazy and say, oh, if you go all 90% read option that you're going to have success. I wouldn't go that far.
All right. I'm about to lock up against S. Gibbs in the game of the week. And right now what we're going to do is we are going to make a prediction topic on the Madden Tips forum. Ryan Dykes is going to add a topic on the forums where you can put in your predictions for a score. So make sure you find his thread that he's going to make in a few minutes here. Add in the score. You have 10 minutes. You have until 9:15 to get your score prediction in. Winner is going to get a shirt. We're going to give away a shirt.
Yeah?
A Madden NFL 25 collared shirt. Very nice. We have a few left over from the live stream. It's going to be legit. So you're going to want to guess. Here's the catch, though. If you don't pick me to win, you can't win the shirt. So you guys better pick.
That's Bush League.
All right, that is Bush League. But don't pick against me, seriously, because remember first twim, I said Victor Cruz is going to have a huge game. Give us a score for each player.
But you're not Z Frost from last year. You don't have that thing.
That's what you think. That is honestly what you think, but you couldn't be less correct.
Boo.
All right, we're going to take a short break here. We'll be back on the Game of the Week studio in just a few minutes.
Before you go, what do you think of this game?
Great game.
Best game of all time?
Madden 05.
Madden 07. Greatest game of all time.
Madden 05.
All right, we'll be right back. Game of the week. Lock up.
All right, guys, we are back here on the game. All right, everybody, we are back here on the Game of the Week. S. Gibbs electing to take the Bears. How we did it was we went with a coin flip. I won. I got to choose two teams. I chose the Bears and the Bengals. He chose the Bears. I chose the Bengals. So we'll have a nice little graphic of that for you there so you guys can keep it straight in your heads. I will be attempting to use the run-and-gun playbook. I did not bring in my top 25 playbook. Just want to make that known. It's magically deleted, not on the Xbox.
You're the only one with tricks up your sleeve.
Kind of ridiculous.
Farrells.
And I know a lot of fans probably pick me in the forum topic. What you want to do is, this will be the shirt that we give away. So
it's nice. It's real nice.
Under Armour Madden 25. I haven't even worn this one yet. I usually wear all the shirts before I give them to you guys. So the winner of, you have to have posted in the forum topic on MaddenTips.com, the predictions thread. And we're going to lock it in 3 minutes.
Did you make one?
Ryan Dykes made it.
Oh, Mr. Dykes.
You want to do that? I'll be receiving the ball here as the Bengals. And I know everybody picked me because I'm good in the beginning of the season, so I won't let you down.
Oh, right off the bat, guess what Gibbs does? Oh, he does the tip. He just went over and
ran the tape with a chance to run back this kickoff.
How's that working out?
It worked real well.
I almost took that to the house. I almost took that to the house.
All right, Seniors Falls. You know he's going to run the ball. He's. I just don't think he's. Let's see.
Gibbs making his classic defensive adjustment. So Gibbs likes to use not just the depth chart screen, but he also likes to RB sub at the defensive thing here. RB sub's good. You need to be able to get the plays, and he's going to waste the timeout here.
Worth it. Worth it. Are you
Not
kidding me?
worth it at all.
That's what pro gamers do. That's what a pro gamer does.
No, they don't waste timeouts.
Yeah, they do. First quarter, timeouts mean nothing. I don't want a timeout going into the second half with me.
You don't?
No. I'll waste that timeout all day.
Can we remember that?
Yeah. Remember that. Remember it all day. That was the smartest thing anyone's ever done.
So, we got a nice... Everyone posted in the Hellraiser's money's on me, so I'm going to try and help him out.
Lines up here. 1st and 10. They'll go ground.
And what you saw there is I started back, and then I pounce. I'm like a panther. I'm like a cat.
One of the most dynamic
Start back, and I
players in the
attack.
National Football League is wide receiver A.J. Green.
Jim, you're right. He is dynamic, one of the best in the NFL. Tall, fast. And
I'm just going to take my time here.
Right, because
Well, because I don't have my playbook, but that's okay.
is that really what we're gonna do here? You don't have your playbook?
I didn't. I asked you before. I said, hey, that's downloaded on there, right? You said, yup. It would only take a few seconds for me to download from the Madden chair as well.
How are people saying that
Sabotage.
Farles is going to win this game?
Total sabotage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like you did not do a total sabotage on me last year.
That's
Second
not.
down
That's a you
coming
problem.
up. Just a quick drop back. Eyeing that left
Pick.
side. A.J. Green with the
AJ
catch.
Green, you were just saying how good he was. I think you were
Wow.
right. Pretty sure you were right, my friend.
Wow.
Tremendous touch. He just floats it in there like
How's
a
it feel
feather.
to have
Gets
9
it
lives?
done.
There's one. Should I put up on the board?
Yeah.
That reception gave them the first down. The give to
Really?
Gio Bernard right there for
Really?
13.
Again, living.
One other note for the Madden Tips community: if you want to do a Pick'em League, we have a Yahoo group Pick'em League. There's a forum topic where you can actually join for free, and we'll give away a prize at the end of the season. There's a forum topic, so make sure to check that out. Little read option there, mix it up with Gibbs. I knew he wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
Classic Gibbs.
Really.
You got to admit, that was a nice lob pass. You thought I was going to throw a bullet for a pick.
No.
You did.
No.
Yes, did you technically have a guy there? Yes, you technically did.
First on the ground. Ball is snapped and
That's all I had to say about whatever that was. Not that play, but the play before.
Bears defense
Where you threw it at AJ Green. I guess that's why you get AJ Green.
You know, Jim,
He's
if you
pretty
run
good.
around
I
the
really,
NFL, there'll
really
be a lot
like
of general managers
the
and
Bengals.
coaches.
Yeah.
They'll say Lance
Bengals are a very
Briggs
good sleeper
is
team
the
along with
best
the Bills.
linebacker on the
If
Bears
you're
football team.
just new to the show
I don't know
here.
about that, but he is pretty good.
The Bears with a nickel look here on defense. Johnson's going to take it from the gun.
You're lucky that wasn't a
How's it?
touchdown.
You're lucky that wasn't a touchdown going the other way, dude.
We're both lucky that wasn't.
You're oh,
Just
wow.
bad timing by the quarterback and receiver.
Good read, Farles. I'm just thinking of how lucky you are.
How lucky am I, Gibbs?
Really lucky.
Tate's lined up in the slot.
I know he's going to blitz me here, so I had to pay attention to that.
From the gun.
Did you see what I did there? Let's talk about that real quick. If I could go to this replay,
You can't.
which I wish I could, I did the best bait I've ever done in my life. Probably. I didn't even get the pick, so maybe it's not the best ever, but I set you up.
Mike Nugent.
I played you like a piano. You literally just fell into my lap there and went to the guy that I wanted you to go to. And I should have been rewarded, but I was not rewarded.
You got an incomplete pass. It's pretty rewarding.
There's nothing like being ahead in the football game, no matter how many points
It's
it
all right.
is.
All right, I'll take
because
3
now
points
you
in the
can
first
manage
drive.
it in
I'll
a
take 3
different
points
way,
on the
From
first
this-
drive.
even though
From this
it's early in
no-name
this
guy on
game,
offense.
And you make the other team come after you.
Have you heard of this guy before? Mr. 100 Speed?
That's my tip.
Oh, yeah, almost
my
not a
tip.
good tip.
That's my tip.
Almost not a good tip.
17-yard line, guys.
Almost
Pretty
not a
good tip.
Almost not a
Pretty
good
good tip.
Almost not a good tip. Basically not a good tip.
Dr. Cutler.
Dr. Cuts.
J. Chicken Cutler.
He can move around, has one of the best arms in football. That's a lot to like from Jay Cutler.
Oh, now you're the guy doing the R subs.
I'm just taking a look.
Yeah.
I'm just browsing.
Yeah, are you? I bet, bro.
Matt Forte lined up in the backfield.
Little Devin Hester action here.
Oh, baby!
Back the other way.
Give me 7.
Cincinnati Bengals. What a play.
That's why you take the 3, because you know on the first play you're going to get 7. Kapow.
You caught the fumble.
Only if I could go into instant replay. Fortunately, the game know how good that was, and now I go into instant replay. That's a touchdown.
Oh!
And boom.
Hey, you might say that was a perfect play. Got him, coach. Ooh.
Got him.
Oh, boy. Man. That's what the French call a brutal play.
And a reminder, this will be on YouTube later, so you can watch that over and over again.
Probably won't watch it.
That was devastating.
Probably going to ignore that. That was so brutal. Why is everyone happy that Falls is winning?
Because people like me.
No, no one likes you.
Nobody likes you.
False. Bears beats. How good is the stadium look right now? Uh-oh, how's your tip now, buddy? How's your tip now, buddy? Oh, Chookies! Chuka-Patan Peninsulas!
Going to give his team great
I
start.
thought I knocked him out of the game.
Bro, how was your tip? What are you doing? You're gonna call timeout.
Nope.
Call timeout.
Nope.
Call timeout. You're not gonna call timeout.
You don't have the settings right.
I don't?
No.
You're not gonna call timeout.
Absolutely not. Had I known.
You believe this? This is
Had I known.
baloney. This is big time baloney right here. This is big time baloney.
Good thing I called that before the game started.
I'm not happy about that. Not happy about that. That's ridiculous.
It's a you problem.
Wide
False.
receivers are bunched up. Now 1st and 10. Looking for a receiver.
Oh
on
my
the
goodness.
side here.
Oh my
And Vontez
Could have been an interception.
goodness! Did I just
From the
not
red
jump
zone.
over your dude?
Bad
Marty
read.
B just got all 6'6",
That's a bad read.
90 jump on. Bad read? A great
That's
pass.
a bad read.
Great pass lead. With all due respect. With all due respect. Great pass lead.
Ready?
Back at the
Ready?
line after
Drop.
that catch for a first down.
Screen. Same thing. Honestly, what's the difference between a draw and a screen?
I
Nothing.
get all that. I get
Nothing.
touchdowns.
Same thing.
I get touchdowns.
A multi-dimensional player for this Bears offense is running back Matt Forte.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Have
he
you
sure
heard of
is.
touchdowns,
You
Pauls?
said it all. He can run with power, make people miss. He can protect the quarterback.
I bet
Jay
you do.
Cutler, I'll tell you what, he's pretty good in the pass game, too.
I bet you do,
Now
Falls.
they'll try over again on 2nd down. Just had to avoid
Boom,
the sack.
baby.
Oh yeah, you're gonna try. You're such a.
Linebacker
nothing.
for
Good
the
D.
Bengals.
That's
good D.
Rookie
I wish I didn't
season.
talk about what I just was
Undrafted
gonna
coming
do.
into the
That's
Vontez,
such bush
perfect.
league.
Yeah, how
You
about
just knew what I
that?
was gonna do.
Undrafted. There's
How's
so
that?
many good
Whose fault's that?
linebackers and
Ah,
players like that out there in college
gosh.
football. The Bengals, great job of finding.
You know what,
it.
Falls,
And
you know your
also,
anthem should
Justin
be?
Starter did a good job.
Living on a prayer. I can't sing that song because I don't know the words, but that was a nice little move right there, courtesy of the winner's kick.
You're lucky, Jay Cutler. I don't want to mess him up.
Falls is living on a prayer. Someone finish the song for me, because
No singing.
I'm a great singer. I moonlight as a great karaoke singer in the nighttime. Uh-oh, you don't want any Walters. You want none of Walters. 27? I'll take it all day. Rather than boiling up kick with them 44.
That's because the settings were incorrect.
Yeah.
Plus, also going against Devin Hester. A little bit of expectation difference.
Nickel formation here for the defense. To the ground here. He's going to be tackled right around the 42.
It's a Geo!
Boy, after watching that long run, I'm winded. That was a nice job by the running back. Good job up front, sustaining the blocks. Offense got to be happy with that.
So Fall's going to try to hit me with a curl flat right here. Or
Am I?
streaks to the tight. Now he reset, going to run the ball.
And 10. Back back to the
So
ground
predictable.
now on first down.
It's a Geo.
What a good job by the defensive player there.
Yeah, keep chirping to the screen, dude. You're the man. You're the man, Farles.
This will be second down.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone beat Chief. Please. Thank you.
Z Farles here with the Bengals up 10-7 at the
down,
end of the first quarter
45
over
minutes
S.
to go.
Gibbs
Back
and his
after this word
Chicago
from your local
Bears.
station.
Yeah. So Farles gonna go right back to the well.
They bring in the extra tight end. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Go back to the well. Going back to the well.
It's a Geo.
Offense. That's what we're watching here today. Yes, we know they can throw it, but what they're showing us here, they can grind out some first downs running the football
All right.
too.
Run, keep running.
Okay.
Because I know once you need to pass, you're not gonna have that.
Okay. Sounds good.
You're willing to get in there and
Yeah.
slug it out and get some tough running yards.
Second down. They hand it off to him again.
Yeah,
Good
trying to run up in
throw,
there.
Lee.
Try and run up in there. Not up in here.
Up in here. Up in here.
Let's see what they do on this third down situation. Running.
This is a good run.
The tackle was made,
Yeah.
but the
Seriously?
first
You wish
down
that was a
is
good
picked
run.
up.
Oh, we got a
Wish
nice
that was a good
drive
run.
going
Okay.
here, Jim. Another first down. They are just making one solid play after another and just marching down the field.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Trying to get it outside before the defense is set.
Good job.
Oh,
by
your
the
boy,
defensive
Columbus
player,
Judge
squaring up that
Bustic,
running
simply
back and
fantastic.
just
He hits
put
guys
his
like,
big
whoa,
butt right into the
whoa,
ground.
Mr. Big.
No
It's
singing, bro.
pretty good.
Nickel formation for the defense here. Scanning the field. Got a little crease. Gains 18.
Likely start though.
You gotta
Good
be
stick there
careful.
by me, bad stick there by S. Gibbs. And guys, you know, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Is it?
I'll give away a muck code. I'm gonna give away a muck code. What play am I running? No, don't say that. I'm gonna give away a muck code.
You're gonna run more time or what?
Who is the Bengals rookie tight end? Who's the Bengals rookie tight end muck code
Gotta watch the chat.
for free might pack?
Who is it? I'm getting nothing.
It's gonna catch up.
Well,
Eifert, oh my gosh, a lot of Eiferts.
Zan got it again.
But we're gonna give it to.
You're gonna just keep.
2-minute warning here in the first half.
Gonna give it to Little Trash Man.
Really?
Trash Man.
How are you gonna keep dogging Zan like that?
I'll just get him a code.
Looking down the field.
He's too strong. Trash Man, you get a code.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. They hand it off to the running back.
It's a Geo.
Defense calls a timeout.
Oh, Mr. Geo.
Offense lines up here. Back to the ground. Tackles made. The defense stops the clock.
3rd inches.
3rd and inches.
So Z Falls probably gonna do a little off tackle again. It's fair play.
This drive now about to reach the 10th play of the series.
And notice here, S. Gibbs not taking a timeout.
Yeah. I don't have-
Interesting.
I don't have a timeout.
Why don't you have any timeouts? You've only taken 2.
No, I wasted one.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
Tick tock on the clock. DJ, blow my speakers up.
That's fine.
Would you take a timeout right now if you had one?
No.
You'd just let the clock run.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Who thinks he's lying in the chat?
Nope. I wouldn't take a top. I wouldn't take a timeout. Are you telling me that you don't think I meant to do that? I meant to do that. I meant to do everything. That's how diabolical I am.
I'm going to disagree.
It's fine. Nope.
He's lying.
Nope. False. False.
Marching down the field and taking their time. In the end, it picks up only a yard.
That is fine.
When you are behind and the offense is driving the football against
I don't
you,
care. Whatever.
you got to
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's not fun for me, guys. Just so you know, I'm not having fun.
Yeah. You're the man, dude. Hey, you're the man, dude. Yeah, you got a computer hit stick fumble you caught in the air. That was cool.
That was pretty cool.
That was cool, dude. Real cool, dude. You should feel real good about yourself. Real.
This will be the offense's takes it across.
Real.
And he's in for the touchdown.
Ha! Where'd you learn that?
The winner's kit.
Yeah, who taught you that one?
S. Gibbs.
Yeah.
Not so funny now,
Must
is
be
it?
nice. Must be nice. King Gordon in the house? King Gordon, I'm not actually mad.
Bengals ready for action.
27 seconds. That's why you get a Brandon Marshall. That's why you get a Devin Hester. I know that your kick return defense is soft. See? Oh, my kick return defense is so good. Oh, look at me. I'm Z Falls. Where? Put the camera on me. Put the camera on me. Where? Oh, I'm Z Falls. I got a great kick return defense. Have you ever heard of a guy named Devin Hester who's the fastest guy that Madden's ever seen? Didn't you know that this guy was on this team? Or did you forget about him? Did you have a mental lapse? Did you forget about him? Did you not remember that he has the... Classic Falls. Devin Hester. Now I'll show you how to have real kick return defense, guys. So remember that. Remember what Falls just did there. Here's real kick return defense, if you were wondering. So I'm not going to say Falls tip is bad, but I'm not going to say it's great.
They'll take it at the
Ooh. You, sir, are a coward there. Not returning that? Oh, I guess you have 3 timeouts.
The Bengals offense now coming out. First down here. Johnson's back in shotgun formation.
Pick that off.
Interception. And he's brought to
Do I gotta play for 3 seconds? I wouldn't be here if I didn't have a play for 3 seconds.
It's going to be a screen. Close slip screen.
Is it?
Yep. Absolutely.
Is it?
Yep.
coming to
Oh,
the
is it?
line
Yep.
at the
That's what you
49. One more snap in halftime. First and 10. Trying to find an open man.
Picked it.
That ball was going the other way.
Great play, dude. Great play, dude. It's all right. It's fine.
That does it for the first half.
Right now I got a campsite in Farl's Head. I brought my my Weber. I brought my Coleman sleeping bag. I got my firewood. I got my my tent. I got my canteen. I got my matches. I got my firewood. I got everything I need to just camp out all night, and that's what I plan on doing. Oh, and then you lost your luggage. I mean, I'm ready to camp all night, Paul. If you need me.
Doing its job, and that's a
I
run
need-
back
I got everything I need.
17.
Got everything.
I'm having trouble.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some s'mores.
How can you have some more if you haven't had some already?
That was good.
That is a good one.
Lined up in the backfield. Cutler steps back into the gun. The Bears
Roll.
now move the chains.
That's an Earl Bennett. Earl
Quickly
Bennett.
to the line.
Farles is the mayor of Struggle City.
They've got a first down now after that catch. Looks around. Easy
Oh, Marty
catch
B.
there. No one near him.
You
They
wanted me to
pounce
jump.
on him there.
I was going to try and hurt
The defense.
What do you do here? Well,
That long game
we are on the
sets them up
9-yard
here on
line.
this play. The quarterback motions the wide receiver. The handoff.
Ray,
to Matt
you were
Forte.
terrified of Ray.
Oh, was I?
Yeah, you just ran away from him.
was I?
I'm not saying it was a good move, wasn't a good move, but
Second down here.
screen pass.
There's some
False.
shifting around in
False.
the backfield.
False. That's a great flood. That's a great zone flood right there. Devin Hester right now is MVP of this game.
Except for his fumble.
Oh, except for the fact that he made up
These
for it
wide
twice.
receivers,
And just
they
like that,
like
Z
ballerinas,
Farles shows
and
why
even though
he is fourth quarter Farles and right back on top. Right back on top. Right where I belong. Right where I belong.
And if you're me right now, you're
The
just
lead.
so upset.
21 to 17.
Oh, are you going to kick return this one or what? Or are you going to let me show my nasty kick return?
Always a threat,
Office.
and he'll start his return now.
Oh,
I think this one is great.
This doesn't look good. We've got a
Would you
player
like to have
down, and he's
touchdowns
in
or
pain.
Well, that's going to hurt him tomorrow. There's no doubt about it. When you get hit like that, you're going to feel some of that pain tomorrow. But the good news is, I think he's going to be okay. And once he gets a little situated there, I think he'll be back in the game.
Did I though?
First and 10. The quarterback
Oh,
throws to the right.
really, Farles?
That was you.
That was you because
That
it
was
said
you.
sign in. That was you.
No.
Pick
That
up
was
first
you.
downs against the defense.
I am
They
not-
will get tired. That time, nice job
Living
on the
on a
offense, getting the first
prayer.
down.
Oh, the anthem of the year for Farles is just living on a prayer. Is it Whitesnake that sings that song?
I just don't understand you not going to line up a guy over AJ Green and then expect to intercept it. Like, that doesn't make much sense to me, does
First
it?
down here after the completion. They feed the running back. And they bring him down
You
at
like saying
the
that, don't you?
44-yard line.
Is it? I don't even know who sings it. Oh, Bon Jovi? No, it's not Whitesnake. Oh, I was wrong? That's weird. It's not the first time, not the last.
The defense comes out in the nickel. They give it to the
Oh,
running
Mr.
back.
Bostic. Really?
And
Really?
he
That's
is
Gio.
tackled
Really?
at the 44.
What a good job by the defensive player there. Just
Here I go. Oh, Jetty comes in. That Whitesnake saying, "Here I go again." Of course, Jetty knows. Of course, Jetty knows.
Offense lines up here. 3rd and 7. Challenging the defenders. To the
Did not
right
mean to
side,
throw
and
that
now
guy.
they'll be on
Yes,
the
I
other
did.
No,
side
you didn't. You
at the
threw
end
them.
of this play.
Oh,
Are you serious?
This is unbelievable.
Are you serious?
You didn't mean to throw that guy.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How are you not going to give me any credit for not making tough reads?
Oh.
It's a legitimate read. Some might call that an Ed Reed.
Yeah, that was an Ed Reed. Sparles changing it up, going to strong pro.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Toss?
Wasting no time. Here's the toss to the outside.
Gio's gonna give me one.
It's a
when you run
Geo.
the
Gio's
football
gonna get him
like
one.
this, if
I'll put
you
in law
show
firm.
toughness, there is no doubt. When you
Our mods
fake
are
it,
99
try to throw
tonight.
the
I wanna
football down
know
the field,
stats at the end of
quarterback's
the
gonna have all day to get
twin.
it done.
How many bands we've had?
Once again, Z Farrell's playing as the Bengals against S. Gibbs, who is the
defense
Chicago
brings
Bears.
in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. A tackle behind the line.
It's like Mr.
These type
Falls
of
was worried about
situations,
not
when you
being
lose the
field
game,
goal
it's third and long.
range.
Don't try to be a hero, because when you try to be a hero, it's going to lead to a turnover.
It's
then
a
you're really
Geo.
going to be in trouble.
It's a Geo.
It's a Geo.
The Bears lined up in the nickel.
Picked right out of the air by S. Gibbs. What am I doing, Falls? What am I doing, Falls? Drop.
3rd and 10.
Oh, good thing I
He's going to be
contained the
swallowed up
quarterback.
behind the line.
Like I said, I'm here all night. I didn't bring hamburgers, so I'm going to need you to bring them to the campsite tonight because I'm in your head. Got a campfire in there.
Welcome back, friends, as the 4th quarter is about to begin.
Oh.
I honestly can't hit a 58-yard field goal.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
you can. This guy can. He's got 91 kickback.
No, otherwise I would kick it.
This guy can kick them.
I would seriously kick it if I could kick it, but I can't.
The coach
Real
is
talk.
going to go for it. Jones lined up now as a slot receiver. Final quarter underway now with this snap. And
Oh,
that
that's Charles
gets the
Tillman,
first down.
sir.
AJ Green, sir.
Wow.
Give all the credit to the offense here. They go for it.
Oh, Mr. Lover.
Should have known that that play was coming, and they should have stopped it.
You know what I could go for right now? My playbook.
Jones is going to get set in the slot for this snap. Now 1st and 10. Set up screen.
Sniffed it out.
Tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
Just knew it was coming. I'm reading like a book. Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about the play action pass commit thing. Forgot about that. It's actually a fact. There you have it. It's a fact. I forgot to talk about that. Just so many other questions, I guess. What will Farles do? I know what he's doing. He's wasting the clock.
No, I'm not.
Unbelievable.
No, I'm not.
Time is beginning to fade, but the quarterback knows his team still has a chance. He must produce something in a hurry. 2nd and 10. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
He's just evading him right now.
Nice job by the quarterback. Nobody open down the field. He throws it short.
Doc,
He
you
does
can
not
get rid of
get
the
a first
ads. I
down,
think if you go,
but it
you do
sure
the,
makes third
what is
down
it,
a
going
lot
turbo
easier.
on
Twitch.
Twitch, you go turbo, and you get rid of ads. I deserve a fumble. Thank you. I know I do. Thanks. Appreciate it.
You could earn it.
I've earned it. Definitely.
Have you?
Yeah.
What a drive this has been. The Bengals
Yeah.
with a
Call
little
timeout with 2
uncertainty.
seconds before the 2-minute warning. Phenomenal time management of your timeouts.
Yeah, except
Phenomenal.
the play clock was going to run out.
Was it?
Yeah.
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 That's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
Offense ready to play after calling a timeout. The Bengals have to get to the 17-yard line for a first down. This long drive continues. Every play is precious now as we reach the midway point.
Oh,
of
there
the
should be a
final
hit stick.
quarter.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. I wish you guys could see this guy's face right now.
We're coming
I
out of a
cannot
2-minute
believe
warning, and
that
the
you
defense
would run the clock. Honestly. I can't believe you'd do it.
You don't?
Huh?
You don't?
Yeah.
this 4th and short play. This has been a long drive so far.
You're going to try and draw me offside, bro.
That ball will push them back.
Good for
5
you,
yards.
dude. You drew your own guy offsides. That's what you get. That's what you get. Number 1 for wasting clock. Number 2 for trying to draw me offside by doing that. Good. Good. You deserve that. You deserve that. You deserve it.
You don't deserve anything.
Yeah. Classic. 4th quarter falls. Hashtag.
The offense is still on the field here on 4th down, needing 6 for the first. The long drive continues. Snap back to the quarterback, out of the gun. The Bengals get a first down.
Good job getting the first down by the offense.
Wow. I bet this is a lot of fun for everyone at home. You wasting the clock. Is that good?
Not wasting the clock.
Play after play after play here on this drive. Here's the handoff and go run it.
You taking timeouts?
Yeah.
First of their 3 timeouts
Yeah.
right here.
Is that cool with you or what?
I don't care. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah? Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Following that timeout, defense back out on the field. Mounting a serious drive. Second down and 7. Touchdown, Bengals.
It's for my fans. That's for my fans.
Bengals for the point after. It's good. The Bears have fallen behind late, and now
No way
they're
he gets it deep.
desperate. The score's 24-21.
Dumb.
Hester's got a chance to return this one. And the return
Fight for me.
is after a run back of about 22.
The legend of 4th quarter falls grows a little more.
Oh, really?
It's T-Bowie. We're running Wildcat. We're not. We're taking a timeout.
Nope. My thing was messed up.
Why?
My thing was messed up.
Why?
Because it was.
Because you don't have Devin Hester at quarterback.
What? My thing was messed up.
Why was he not at number 2 when you set your depth chart early in the game?
Because that's what I meant to do that earlier. It didn't set.
But really,
Didn't set. Not my fault.
really,
Not my fault. What?
that's your fault.
What? Oh, did you not do the same thing earlier?
No, I went to.
Exactly.
To the line. Still a very close game here in the 4th quarter. The score
Exactly,
is
bro.
24
Exactly,
to
bro.
21. First down and 10. And he'll go to the
Might
left.
want to guard him.
That's the most questionable tactic. Having to sub in your guy. That's
Touchdown.
Kobe. Kobe. Oh, Devin Hester. Devin Hester. Oh, baby.
unreal. Unreal.
Unreal.
You were so cheap.
Why? Why?
You had to go sub him in the game.
Do the stinky leg. Do the stinky
As long as you
leg.
know it's cheap, because you're not even arguing anymore.
That was not cheap.
That's ridiculously
Why
cheap.
was that cheap?
Why did you pause the game?
Because I wanted to make an adjustment.
Take a timeout then.
No.
You know the rules.
You didn't take a timeout.
My adjustment was something completely different.
False.
No, not false.
Yeah.
absolute fact.
No. That was great. Hey, you know, that's why you get a Devin Hester. That's why you go out and get a Devin Hester. That's all I gotta say. That's why you get, is that not why you get a Devin Hester?
Jones, a receiver in the slot. 1st and 10. Scrambling out of the pocket. Makes the catch. Brought down. Picks up the first as he's tackled at the 40. The Bengals come to the line of scrimmage with 2 timeouts to play with. Running away from the pressure.
Let's go!
Picked off.
Wow.
Here comes the training staff as we've got a player down on the field.
I think you can just tell by the body language and the way he's acting. That is. Hope it's not severe. We'll let you know as soon as
No, 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 no.
Looks like they're going to run the Wildcat. 1st and 10. The quarterback will hand it off, then picks up about 3. The Bengals, 1 timeout remaining. Looks like they're going to run a little Wildcat here. 2nd down and 7. Wide to the left. He's got a wide open
Devin Hester's the
alley.
MVP.
Breaks the long run for the
with all due
touchdown.
respect. Oh my gosh. Oh, with all due respect.
Best passing playbook in the game, what is it?
Best passing playbook?
You like Saints? Depends what type of pass.
It's pretty good. I think Indy's actually really good for the pass. I mean, do you want to do a rubber match after this, or what? I mean, maybe you'll find kick return defense then, or what? Maybe you'll find Devin Hester D.
I might play some community games.
Yeah.
I might go
He'll
for
have
that
a chance
first.
to take off. Gets out past the 20 and brought
Dun, dun, dun,
down.
dun. Oh, I should have missed the extra point for Sooners to Raw.
I'm gonna try and throw that.
The Bears are going to
it.
use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining.
Duke 511 had. Oh, he. Never mind. I thought he had. Said he had it.
The Bengals now bring their offense back onto the field for the next drive. 1st down, offense ready for the snap. Johnson standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. He going to take it the distance. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. No stopping him, taking it all.
So you're saying there's a chance?
target. The receiver's running full speed, catches it, and takes it all the way for a touchdown.
They'll get set, looking to convert for this 2-point drive. So they give up the touchdown.
Come on, Sanu. Should have thrown that to Green.
If you get this, fourth quarter finals. Oh, Bennett!
Satisfying.
Can't stop Devin Hester.
Devin Hester, no.
Too strong.
I mean, since I know he can't stop it, I'm just gonna go right back to the well.
The Bears get ready to start.
No, not today.
Trying to trick them here with the Wildcat formation. They tackle him for a loss. The Bengals have to take their final timeout. That's it.
Oh boy. My laughs are pretty good right now. Good laughs.
As long as you're having fun.
I'm having a great time. Fabulous time.
Wide receivers stacked up on this play. He sends the halfback in motion. 2nd down and 11. He'll fire it out to the left. Makes the catch in the open field. Touchdown, in the late
Hold
stages.
on. Jay Cutler.
Lining up now for the two-point conversion. They're setting up screen.
Farles D?
I got that D.
They line up here for the onside kick. They want that football back.
Come on, Gibbs, get it! Get it! Get it!
That kick came right
Oh,
out,
punish
and it looks like the
Farles.
receiving
Punish
team has
him.
recovered.
Punish him. Oh, boy. Great.
I can't believe I threw that pick.
One more snap and we can call it a day. The wide receiver in motion. Now 1st and 10. Goes
Yeah, I'm going to
deep
use your catch this
to
on you.
A.J. Green.
Nope.
But they
But heard that guy,
can't
Charles
finish.
Peanut
That's going to
Tillman.
do it here in this one.
Let's look at the stats real quick. That pick was killer.
Hey, great play by me.
It was a good play. It wasn't a bad play. I had the guy you can't throw on the run.
No.
I mean, I should not have tried to throw that on the run. 7 for 9.
7 for 9. I didn't even need to pass.
10 for 15. And 3 of them were at the end of the game. How about Gio?
Well, a heavy dose of Geo there, huh?
He's good. Hester 3 for 107. Is that good?
Might have broke it.
1 for 3 yards. AJ Green, big day. Good ball game.
Good ball game.
All right, so one more reminder here. We'll show you real quick where you go on Xbox. You can also pick up the winner's kit for 20% off right now. Use the code TWIM. It'll be good till around midnight tonight. So if you're watching this live here, get that. Join the winners. Join the Madden Tips online community. I'll show you how to get that. And also make sure to check out Madden Share. Download my top 25 playbook, which apparently Gibbs deleted by accident on my username. So I'll have to go get the hit V, please. Show them where they can join the online community. So you go over to More under the Play tab, More Modes. I'll show you my team later. Go over to Communities and press, this is the name of it. So you just search and then you go to Madden Tips. There's going to be a lot of people playing games in there. We're going to stick around. We won't stream right now, but we'll be back on playing in a few minutes.
We're going to stream. We're not going to record.
Right.
So this is bonus Twim. You don't get this action if you didn't watch it live.
Right. So yeah, this is for only people that are watching it live. So we'll keep the stream going here. Gibbs is going to play some games in the online community. I'll get in there as well. And we'll see you guys next week. Check us out. Email us your questions. zfarles@madtips.com. sgibbs@madtips.com. Join the community. Join the Pick'em League. Season starts tomorrow, so get in that Pick'em League on Yahoo. And we'll see you guys next week.
And go buy your winner's kit with code TWIM. 20% off. Buy your winner's kit.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Same time, same channel, 8 o'clock Wednesday. Peace.